So last time we learned how to simplify one fraction, right? All of these on the homework is only one fraction. So to do that, you need to factor whatever you see before you can start reducing, right? So today we're going to work with more than one fractions, okay? And how to multiply, probably not the multiply and divide, yeah, okay? And add and subtract we'll be doing next time. So same with, same with one fraction. You need to make sure all your fractions are factored. If anything can be factored, you have to factor first, right? So let me lower the hands first. Okay, before we begin, right, let's review how to multiply and divide fractions. Okay, so I'm just gonna make up two fractions. Let's say we have okay, this screen is not responding. 10 over 15, okay? Multiplied by 3 over 5. So, Evan, how do we multiply those two fractions?
You can simplify the 3 of the 15 with the 5 first.
Okay, so 3 becomes
1, and then 15 becomes 5.
15.
And then 10 becomes 2, and then 5 becomes 1.
Yeah, okay. 2, 5 become 1. And then you can do the multiplying, right? When multiply, you just multiply across. So your answer will be 2 over 5. Okay, 2 times 1 on the top, 5 times 1 at the bottom. This one everybody already know. But what's happening behind it? Okay, that's what's gonna help us with the thing we're going to do. The 10 over 15. Okay, let's back up a bit, right? 10 over 15. Let me write it on the side. 10 came from factors of 2 times 5, right? Factors are multiplying. And then 15 means 3 times 5, right? And then multiply by the 3 and 5, 3 over 5. So whatever that's on the top, the numerator, if it's the same factors at the bottom, then you can cancel it out. Okay, so just like before, right? 3 and 3 canceled out. That's why we left with a 5. And then for the other one, you have a 5 at the right corner, right? So you cancel out with one of the 5 at the top. Okay, so it's doing the same thing. So you will be left with a 2 and a 5, right? So that's why the answer is 2 over 5. So this is a breakdown, right, of why things can be canceled out, because it's factor and you get same factors on the top and bottom. So that's the same thing we're going to do for rational expressions, okay? Elaine, can you hear us now? Elaine, can you hear me? Now better? Yeah, can you hear? Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, so let's continue from here, right? So first thing we need to check everything is factored already. So you make sure everything's multiplying. So we have 3, right? X, Y, they're all multiplying. 4x, y, they're all multiplying, right? All of these are multiplying and they are factors. And this one, because even after I multiply together, they are still factored. Okay, so we can multiply in. Okay, we can multiply them together to make the expression simpler first. Okay, so if I just multiply the top and bottom, top with the top, right, near with numerator, you will get 12, and then x to the 4, y cubed. Okay, the same base you multiply together. And then denominator, you would have 30 x cubed, y cubed. And just to be sure, right, you check again, is everything factored? Right, everything is multiplying, 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 right? If it's not, then you need to factor, right? If there's something that's adding or subtracting on the top, you need to check if you can factor it. Okay, right now this one is easy, so we can just start reducing. Okay, so 12 and 30, they can reduce, right, by 6, so that makes it 2 and 5. X to the 4 divided by x to the cube, that means the top has one extra x, right? And y cubed and y cubed, they are the same, so they are gone, right? They divide each other. So you'll be left with 2 with 1x on the top, 5 at the bottom, okay? So this is canceled out, this is canceled out. All right, so are we done here, Jenny? Are we finished?
I think so.
So we move on to question B?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Not sure. Can you think for a minute? Why not? Look at the instruction.
I
What
mean,
does it ask you to do?
we have to state the restrictions.
That's
so
right.
x isn't equal to 0, I think.
Which one?
Oh wait, for the question A, right?
Yeah, question A. Yeah.
We look at the denominator for restrictions.
Yeah.
So since there's no x in the denominator, would it still be the same?
No x? How come there's no x in the denominator?
Because
Oh,
it's 2x.
You mean we canceled out?
Yeah. Oh wait, we have to look at the factors, not the answer, right?
That's right. Very good. You remembered. So
would the factor part be the part above the answer?
yeah, that's right. Okay, so let me
Okay.
highlight that. It will be here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's the restriction?
X isn't equal to 0.
Okay.
And y isn't equal to 0?
Yeah, very good. Okay, it's the same way we find restriction like last week. Okay, you look at each part in each factor in the denominator. Okay, you get one restriction per factor. The 30, right? It's a factor, but 30 is not a variable, right? It will always stays as 30, right? It will never become 0. Only the variable can become 0, right? So you look at each factor. If it only has one variable, right? Just like x cubed, then its x cannot be 0. And then the other factor is the y, right? So y cannot be 0. Okay? So this together, final answer, and the restriction is your answer. Okay, don't forget restrictions. Okay, anyone has question about A? So that's how we multiply, okay? For A is very simple, okay? Later on it gets a little bit complicated. Let's look at B. Okay, B is dividing. right? Let me highlight that, dividing. So how do we divide fraction? Chris?
You multiply by the reciprocal,
Okay, so which one need to flip?
the 2m4 over negative 25n squared.
Okay, very good. Thank you. So I'm gonna just copy it first. Times, right? When it turns into multiplying, negative 25 n squared over 2 and 4. So once I turn it into multiplying, then it becomes something like question A, right? So you look at the top, right? You have factors. Negative 8 is a factor times m times n times negative 25 times n, right? There are 5 factors on the top. The denominator, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, also 5. Okay, so the question now looks like question A. So I'm gonna leave that to you guys to do it. Okay, you can multiply together first and simplify it. Okay, and don't forget to write restrictions. Okay, so when you finish the restriction and the final answer, you can raise your hand. Okay, we'll check the answer. Yeah, Brandon asked, do we have to switch sign when moving the denominator to numerator? So do you mean like flipping? What do you mean by that, Brandon?
Like if we moved like negative 25 n squared to the nominator,
Oh, okay.
like do we have to switch it to like a positive 25n?
No, you don't need it. So the negative sign is for even though the negative is with the 25, it doesn't matter which side you put it. You just have one negative. So it will be the same as, right? Right now I have negative 25 on the top. I can also put it at the bottom if I want. It's the same, okay? So one negative per fraction. Okay, so you can either put it at the top or at the bottom, it doesn't matter. So on the side, okay, as a side note, for example, if you have, let's say 5 over 2, right? Negative 5 over 2 will be the same as 5 over negative 2. It's the same as negative 5 over 2. Okay, so negative can be at 3 different places. It's the same thing. So even if I do reciprocal, right, flip upside down, it's still only one negative in the fraction. Okay, you can put it anywhere. Does that answer your question, Brandon?
Yes.
All right, yeah. So if you finish the question, please raise your hand so we can go over this. You can follow the steps for question A. Right, multiply it out first, multiply together, and then cancel the factors that are the same. Okay, we have 7 people finished now. Does anyone have questions about your steps? Okay, Brandon, Elaine, and Jenny, almost done.
Yep.
Okay, Marcus, what's your final answer look like?
Well, I did it like how you did at the top, like simplified it. So like I made it to like negative like 2m4. I changed it to just like a 1, a 2 to a 1, and I changed the 8 to a -4.
Oh, okay. You can just tell me the final answer, okay?
Oh, I I I got 16m2 and 7 over 3m5 and 2
Over 3m5
m5 and 2.
and 2 and square. But what about the variable? You did not simplify the variables?
Uh,
Right? Look at
oh,
question A, right? Some of the x and y are canceled, right?
uh,
So you
yeah,
have
I
to
didn't.
cancel the m and the n as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay, can you try it again and let me know your answer, okay? Evan, what's your answer look like?
I got 20 -20 m4 over 3m3.
Over 3m?
M3. Yeah, M3. And then the top is N4.
Oh, top is n. Okay,
Yeah, so
okay. N4 and then M3. Okay, Marcus, have you fixed it?
So like when I crossed it, I just got wait, hold on. Uh wait, that wouldn't work. Wait, if I crossed it, wouldn't it go -m2 because the m2 and m4?
Okay, you just count, like you compare the top and bottom, right? Which side has more M, then you put on that side.
Oh, okay. So like the 8m2 and the 2m4 would, so the m2 on the top would just can't, so it would just be m2 on the bottom.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Is
Okay.
that how it works? Or
Okay, so you have M square at the bottom.
and then
What
wouldn't
else?
it be uh n just 5 on the, I don't know.
N to the 5 on the top.
I think
Okay. What about numbers?
I don't know, I didn't write it out.
Huh? You got the numbers before, right?
Yeah, I got 16 and 3.
16 on top, 3 at the bottom. Yeah? Is that what you got?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not sure.
It's okay, it's okay. As long as you try it, right? And then we'll go over the answer. You look at how we write out the step, okay? You can see if it's correct or wrong, okay? You can make corrections. Let's get another one. Okay, Brandon, what's your answer like?
I got -4n times -5
For
over
n
3n.
for n
Yeah,
to the 5?
no, -4n
Yeah.
times -5
Times -5? Like that?
over, yeah,
Then the number you should multiply together then. -4 and -5. Okay, numbers you should multiply together. So 20 Is it?
over. Yeah. Wait, I
Okay.
think I got the same as the. Wait, I got the same as as the first answer.
The same one, but yours is positive 20, right?
Oh, shoot, there's -4 and 5.
Hmm? Okay, let's start over, okay? What's on the numerator?
Wait. -4 and 5.
N to the 5. Okay?
Oh wait, shoot. Yeah. Oh wait, and that's -20 and 5.
Oh, you want me to change to -20 and 5?
Yeah.
Okay, -20 and 5. And denominator?
3m squared.
3m squared. Okay, yeah, so it's close to the first one, but the exponent is different, right? Okay, still don't have any match so far. Okay, let's see. Angela, what's yours?
Just the last, just the last answer.
Last one?
Hello?
Okay.
No. I mean, do you only just want the last answer?
Yeah, final answer.
I got 20 over 3m cubed.
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. Unfortunately, my program crashed. So I'm gonna restart, okay? Give me 1 second.